So welcome to this episode of Luv Subbin, and we are here
at Sault Ste. Marie.
Soo Locks!
Soo Locks!
We are in complete sensory overload right now. We haven't even finished pulling up. I still got my checklist.
Right.
We've seen a loon.
An osprey with a fish.
And the Paul R. Tregurtha. The one freighter I was hoping to see this entire trip.
Yes.
The Paul R. Tregurtha. I'll talk a little bit more about
what's brilliant is this
vessel.
is our campsite. We'll show where we are on the map. You can't get much better than this. This is awesome.
So yeah, we're gonna be exploring. I have been waiting to do this for years, and to see the Tregurtha come in within an hour of us pulling in.
It's so exciting.
Is amazing to me. That is also a ship that has.
Oh my gosh! Look how long it is.
It also has rooms in it that you can actually stay and cruise for a couple of days on the lakes, and you can see that with the big windows. I'm going to show you here real quick.
I'm going to zoom in.
The reason I was so excited to see the Tregurtha is that she is the current reigning Queen of the Lakes, which is an honorary title given to the longest ship on the Great Lakes. She's 1,013.5 feet long and has held this title since 1981. In her 5 cargo holds, she can hold up to 68,000 tons of taconite pellets or 71,000 tons of coal. Her self-unloading crane can unload all of this in 8 hours. And as you can see here as I zoom in, these are the windows where the guest cabins are located. And there we can see the canal, view of the campground. And then I think I recognize that person right there. Not too shabby. Not too shabby a sight considering I booked it yesterday. So we got 2 nights here.
If you want more than to stay alive, so come on over, we can make it through. Take my hand, I know just what to do. On the beat, keep dancing through the night.
So we had a very long tow today, and so I wanted to make an easy dish to sort of celebrate the Upper Peninsula, and the dish was sort of my version of the pasty, right?
Exactly.
And so what I did was my pizza dough that we have done on previous videos, and so I'm just going to I separated it into 2 pieces, and after you separate it into 2 pieces, what you need to do is let it rest for 10 minutes, at least 10 minutes, because if you separate it, it's going to get stiff. So you let it rest for 10 minutes, and then I'm just going to sort of start stretching it out into a circle, like so. Normally I would roll it out, but I don't have my rolling mechanism.
So on our spreadsheet, that's one of the 2 things we have listed as having forgotten this trip is the rolling pin.
That is a true statement. So I'm going to just sort of try to stretch it out as best as I can.
Well, you'll do good.
By hand. And so I have a mixture here of potatoes, chicken, onion, a little bit of garlic, some rosemary, some thyme, and so I was just kind of keeping it very traditional.
Right now there's a bunch of Yoopers saying, where's the turnip or the rutabaga or the other root vegetable?
I think potato is very traditional.
Right. But
and so I'm going to just add that to...
Man, look at that view out there. Holy!
So I'm just going to add that to my... that might be a little bit too much. We're going to Yeah. So we're just going to arrange that. And we're just going to fold it over. So this is sort of a calzone style pasty, because a pasty I think has traditionally a pastry, like a pie crust. So this is more of a calzone style pasty.
So this is a couple of Vermonters showing up in the UP of Michigan,
exactly,
making a calzone style thing called a pasty.
Exactly. So
if you're from the UP of Michigan, don't hate us. Don't leave.
But
it.
here you just fold it over, and we're gonna bake this at 375 for about 20 minutes and see how it comes out.
I think it's gonna be delicious.
So we're gonna have some fun with it. So also don't forget the steam holes, because you want to let the steam come out, and I did that one. And so we're just gonna try to get some steam holes in here and see how it goes. But yes, do not forget the steam holes, or else you're gonna regret it. All right. So it was 375, and I'm probably gonna put it for 20 minutes, and then I'm gonna check on it and see how it's doing. And it could take up to 30 minutes, and we'll see, but it should be good. Okay, so they're coming out of the oven. Let's see how they look. So I did stick them under the broiler just for a little bit, and OMG, whoops.
Whoa!
They're sledding.
This is real cooking, people, as they say.
Exactly, but OMG, do they look not fantastic, right?
They look delicious.
Perfection. But I did stick them under the broiler bottom for just about 2 minutes to finish. The bottom did not get too cooked because of my pizza stone, so I think these are going to be fantastic. We thoroughly enjoyed the pasties. The next day, we toured the Soo Locks.
All right, so you can see here, they have a little bit of a display here, which is kind of cool, of what the freighters actually carry. A lot of it's the iron ore, the taconite pellets. That's kind of what the Edmund Fitzgerald was carrying.
And that's also what the big one was carrying too, right?
Yes, and those will be used, shipped down the lakes to Cleveland, Toledo, places like that for steel. Detroit, we're making steel, coal, stone, and grain. And of course, because we live in the society we live in today, this model is not to scale. Yeah. I didn't think so.
Obviously not.
I probably could have figured that one out on my own, but...
Yep, that's all right.
So what is that behind you there, Sin?
So this is a viewing station for the boats that are coming through the locks today, and whatever day you want to come. And they have a boat coming at 5, 6, and 7 o'clock tonight. This is actually open until 10 o'clock tonight, so you can come at night and see the boats come through.
We can either do that, or...
We're going to just check them out from our campsite,
Maybe we might check them out at the 5 o'clock one. We'll check that out.
Maybe.
So we are at the top of the viewing platform, right?
Right, and there's a boat coming into the lock there. Looks like a tour boat.
And you can see the lock here. Who would you rate? Who do you know that is awesome at operating locks?
We are.
And why is that?
Because we took our boat down the Hudson River.
And you can check out that video here.
Yes.
Have a quick little snippet of us taking our own boat. Plus a whole series of locks that we went through in England when we took our narrowboat through.
Right, and those were manually operated.
Right, we had to do that ourselves. So these are not manually operated, and you can see...
I think they're just keeping this boat waiting until that one comes in so that they are making efficient use of the water here.
Exactly. This is a lot bigger lock than the one in England, but I'd say...
It's probably a little bit bigger than what we did on the Hudson River as well.
Right, because I don't think they have 1,000-footers on the Hudson River.
Yeah, this is much bigger than what we had on the Hudson River. I think the one we had on the Hudson was probably half this size, perhaps.
The coolest thing about locks, though, is that they use no pumps. They use just gravity to
lift you up.
Lift you up. So what's going to happen is when that boat comes in, they'll close those doors, and they'll use that water forward there. They'll open some valves, and that water there that you see there will empty into this and fill this. And then when they go, this door will open. This will be filled.
Right. And
then they'll let the water drain at that end.
Right. And so they do traffic one way and then traffic another way.
Right. So it's free to come here and to check out the locks.
Here it goes. So it looks like the doors are closing and they're going to be slowly releasing the water over here into this area here. The two tour boats will be raised up. What do you call those things? The little
bollards.
Bollards to hook onto. As opposed to us, we were hanging on a rope, huh?
Yeah, exactly. The locks are so cool. I mean, look at the doors, how they're angled like that. That makes sure that water pressure actually acts to form a better seal versus if they were perfectly straight, there'd be a lot of pressure pushing them open. So that's, the design is just brilliant.
Yep.
So see, did you just experience a Soo Lock faux pas?
Maybe. It didn't look. I couldn't see the bottom of the boat on the other side there, and so I thought there were two boats going in. Whoops.
As opposed to the
just the one big one.
Fore superstructure and the aft superstructure. This is a classic. Once this thing gets up, we'll see it. But this is a classic Great Lakes freighter style. Not like when we saw our Tregurtha last night, which is more of the modern form.
But that was awesome too.
But that was awesome. The Tregurtha, of course, being the queen of the lakes, the longest laker on the Great Lakes. We very much enjoyed watching the lock operations, as well as all the freighters passing by our campground. But unfortunately, we soon had to leave Michigan.
That's the northbound traffic, and we are about to approach the Mackinac Bridge in Michigan. The toll for our trailer was $8, and they take cash, debit, credit, or Apple Pay.
So the speed limit here is 45 miles an hour. We're going to keep it at that. We, nope, there's an Airstream. Let's flash our lights. And they don't flash back.
This is a bridge that some people don't like traveling over?
Yeah, I thought I heard whereby you could actually pay somebody to drive your RV over this.
I don't know why you'd want to, but...
freaky tiki about it.
Maybe there's sometimes high winds, maybe.
This
I think
going significantly less than 45 miles an hour.
Can you change lanes? Are you allowed to?
I think I'm allowed to.
I think the trucks have to stay in the right lane, though. That one also has his warning lights going, too.
Some maritime traffic there.
There's a big barge right there. Freighter, maybe. So we checked out MackinacBridge.org for all the rules, and if your vehicle gets a flat tire or your motor is disabled, you must stay in your vehicle. They don't want you getting out. So I think the concern here for the bridge is that there are high winds on occasion. No high winds today, though. It's perfect. And they also have on that same webpage the bridge conditions as well. You're going to have another truck with the blinking lights again.
Trucks are really irritating going so freaking slow. This dude's doing like 20 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Right lane closed ahead.
Well, they did say there was some construction, so put your direction on. Looks like we got some scored movement here. Construction, both northbound and southbound, they said, so that's what this is.
I think that was the world's quickest trip through Michigan.
Right, we stayed there only 2 nights.
Yeah, it was kind of like a good thing that, you know, because we kept extending in a lot of places like Iowa and Illinois, that we absolutely had these wonderful campsites that we loved. So we're like, let's stay another day, let's stay another day.
I know, and it kind of adds up at the end, doesn't it?
And at the end we ran out of time. So we've got to head back to New Hampshire for some dentist appointments and rallies and fun stuff like that. And we just ran out of time in Michigan, but it definitely did leave
we would have absolutely stayed longer.
Oh my God, the Soo Locks were great.
Yep,
the whole UP. And we've got some great recommendations from our friends up along the coasts.
Right, a lot of places to go and visit.
So I think Michigan may be its own
adventure someday.
But until that point, if you like this video,
give us a big thumbs up.
And if you think we've earned a subscription, click the subscribe.
And comment below if you've been to Michigan and what your favorite place to visit was.
Because we come out with RV and Airstream related videos just like this one every Tuesday.
Thanks for watching.